Um, so obsession with eyes and sight is all over my work. I mean, when I'm doing ekphrastic poetry, obviously there's going to be something about what we see and how we see it and how it's framed. But because I have this deep root in biblical poetry as well, the idea of seeing but not seeing, hearing and not hearing, is something that I'm fascinated with. Like, we think we can see, we're reaching this far, we're trying to see more, but how much are we really seeing? Which is more, for me, a state of reflection. You know what? Which is where poetry is. You know, at what point do we discern? Do we not just take in information, but we reflect on it? I am one of those people who think it's never ready to go out, and this question of why send at all is a freighted question for me. Luckily, I have great friends. So I believe in that. I believe in the power of those friendships and the friendships in the arts. And so if I'm not writing, they'll say, "Why are you not writing?" When I bring things in at a certain point, they'll say, "You need to just send this one out." If it comes whole. If it doesn't, they send me back. And I have these categories in my study that say still warm, like I can sort of remember who wrote it, and then waiting on grace, which is like last ditch, Hail Mary pass. If something doesn't come to me, it might just go in the slush pile. And I have poems on poems that really sit there in compost. And sometimes I steal from them later, and sometimes I just let them go. I write a lot, but I also get rid of a lot. You know, I was writing for as long as I can remember doing anything. Have terrible handwriting, so for a while I think I thought I couldn't be a writer because I had such bad handwriting, and then because I couldn't spell and couldn't remember things. So after I got over those hurdles, I really couldn't imagine what the job was. I was from a family, my mom was living below the poverty line. Reader's Digest was the book of choice in the home. So it took me a while to figure out what that was, and I was fortunate to end up at Reed College. I saw Lisa Steinman, I saw some, poets were coming through, Gary Gildner, a couple other people. Gary Snyder was there, he was wonderful. And so I got a chance to sort of see, oh, this is something you do. And then I got a lot of support, so yeah. I'll read, since you mentioned eyes, I'll read another thing invisible to the eye. And I'll need something for my eyes. Paper wasp's nest, dark hollows coming to a point. Another finger, and already the woods are sopping up their own familiar darks. Gray funk of stone, of water, gathering under the needles. Night eyes opening. Crawling out of ground dark into starlight, the soft speckled vision of misfiring cones. The eye itself reaching, straining towards the answers even the humblest things overlooked by the sun might give the colder light. The stars are steady, more sure than any sun. Not quite unrequited this, single shaft of silver caught in the jelly of sense, already becoming invisible, already missed, no longer, like this eye, essential. Take me to the river of things once loved and drown me there, never the same way twice. Good, thanks. Thank you.